gonna find out very soon. So far, Kas has used strategies that were always heading towards the natural. He never once tried to be aggressive in the matches against his pros opponents. And now we are on Ohana. Starting to the top left of the map, we can currently see a Creator in blue as the Protoss player for the Prime team. And to the bottom right of Ohana, we have his opponent. In red this time, it is the Ukrainian Terran. It is Kas, starting for Team Empire here. Down a game. Needs to win here if he wants to get a shot at advance.
Yeah, he needs to indeed. And we have not seen him yet build a single siege tank. No Banshees. He's playing a little bit predictably in this group. But his style is good. It's strong. He's very, very good at what he does, but
he's very solid in his play.
But the thing is, when you play against Creator, he's just going to make those forges. And see, he doesn't know that he made the Nexus before that actually he saw those Marines.
That's really, really interesting. Kas just complaining a little bit and is like, okay, well, I show you Marines walking across the map and you get a third Nexus. But the problem for Kas is really that he didn't know that there was already a Nexus for Creator, that he didn't even see those Marines up to the point where the Nexus was up. His problem was just like that the Marine that was supposed to scout was a tiny little bit too far to the left. Yeah. Man, we had a game like this in Warcraft when I was in 4Kings with Grubbies and players like Zeus. We had a team match and there was a map Gnollwood, and Gnollwood has 6 positions where you can spawn. And that was so annoying for us. We stood behind Zeus and were trying to have a good look at the game. Grubby was standing next to me, and we just watched this match happen. And Zeus starts to scout, sends out one of his wisps and starts scouting. And we could actually see that his wisp was just not in range of the position, and we couldn't talk to him. There were admins around, and the rules were that he could talk to the players. So all of us just looked at each other and we're like, "Oh my god! If he doesn't see that, he will completely misjudge the situation." And that's exactly what happened. And that's kind of what we saw here.
Yeah.
So that really reminds me of this game.
This happens from time to time because it's so hard to tell. I mean, no matter how experienced you are, sometimes you get stressed out, and sometimes you think that you're in vision range of what you would see, but you're just like a few pixels off.
Yeah. And if those few pixels don't reveal the structure, you will just play on wrong assumptions. You will think that your opponent is doing something completely different from what he actually tries to do, and that affects everything for you.
Zealot checks here a little bit late. He could have easily denied this earlier. Oh, he needs to target the SUV. That was close. Nice micro by Kas, making it's just a little bit bigger, just trying to annoy him.
Not only the added hit points for the engineering bay, but also the time lost where the Zealot could attack the structure.
Yeah. Really nicely done. Wait, you're so right. And I think that he's gotten a bit unlucky in the series Kas has, this whole group.
Yeah, I feel the same way. It's like, you know, thinking about Whirlwind, the first engagement that they had, and we talked about this like several times already, but these DTs really, really hit him hard when he didn't expect it at all. So that was unfortunate. But now he's trying his build with a double command center again on 1 barracks. No gas, but the bunker at the front to make sure that even if there's going to be a gateway attack, that he will be ready.
Yeah.
And this is the map where we saw Creator go for this gateway attack. And well, Wolf, what do you think? Are we going to see Creator go for an aggressive style again?
Well, it's possible. I think he certainly could, but repeating strategies is not usually what Creator likes to do. And with this Robo, it looks less likely.
Yeah.
No scout on the Robo. That's really important.
At least not the 3-base gateway attack that we saw in game number 1, and that didn't really work out for him. So he's like, well, why would I do that again?
Exactly. And now we just see a very standard double barracks going down. EmpireKas will add his gases as well and go into Medevacs.
And we mentioned it earlier on our Heart of the Swarm match already. We have a quick shout out here to our observer, which is the Grandmaster player from Newark, Funkadelic. He's currently observing all these games for us. So quick shout out to him, and thank you very, very much for the time spent and the effort here.
Yeah.
Hope that you guys are happy with him. Definitely let him know. You can write him, of course, also on the Twitch chat if you want. He's definitely going to read that. And at this time, we have now EmpireKas finally the gas. With a triple command center and those at the barracks, he had the refineries up a little bit later. Wants to go into the engineering bay a bit faster here. But I'm more interested in what exactly his opponent is going to do. Because so far, we don't have a forge just yet. The first observer is out. Makes me already feel awkward.
Yeah, this observer is, you know, I feel like if we follow it, we're just going to watch it die.
But so far, to be honest, this series or all the
He's
games that
been,
we've seen.
he hasn't been losing. I don't think he lost a single one that I can think of.
Not today.
Like unintentionally, he probably lost one to a scam in the middle of the map that was normal, but
today he did really a good job here. So I have to say, Creator might just change things around.
yeah, it's entirely possible.
You know, a year from now, Creator is known that he never loses an observer. He always micros them like crazy. He doesn't lose a single one. We're like, no, back in the days.
Yeah, back in the day, he would lose a lot. It's definitely got to be careful to check for the third base because we saw him kind of mess that up when he first played against Cass.
Just these trademark things that a few players have, despite the attack that they might execute. You also had Parting being one of the first ones who actually didn't go into the Colossi all the time, but just used the robotics to build observers and then went straight into storms, Parting storms.
Yeah. That was close.
Yeah, that was really close. The missile turret was there for a reason. Double Forge for Creator. He coined this style and he is so good with it. These upgrades, these timings that he hits with them are amazing, and usually we see him with very, very good chrono boost play.
Yeah, probably start to see that pretty soon. He's got a lot of chrono boost build up on his next eye, so we'll probably see that very soon here. Colossus now coming down as soon as that pylon finishes, he can chrono boost that as well.
Yeah, we might actually just see him head into... Well, we will definitely see the Twilight Council very soon, because he needs it, of course, to get +2/+2. And then it might be the case that we don't see extended thermal lens, but instead just once more the tag into the Templar Archive for the Storm. There's already the Twilight Council on the production tab. And, of course, base number 3 to the right side.
Yeah, he's just doing everything like it in his standard style. You look at the production tab for Cass, on the other hand, he's got an insane list from getting his second engineering bay to getting the armory. It's ahead in workers, in fact, with that extra third command center, but with the third nexus coming up for Creator, they're still pretty even in that sense. But I really worry for Cass in the late game against the 3-3 timings that Creator has shown us in the past. He's got the ability to research charge right away. He's doing that one Colossus into charge and other upgrades as well as Tamorios. Again, Cass has consistently gotten his Ghost Academy a little bit late in the series. That's been a problem for him.
You know what I really, really like from Creator? I haven't really seen him do this on this map specifically. He has 3 observers on this map. So that's a little bit more like Parting usually plays this matchup.
Yeah. And Creator, if he ever makes 3, it's usually because they're not actually doing multiple coverage.
Yeah, he actually has one to the left side, which I really like a lot. It's maybe a little bit too far to the right, but he will see drop play happening here. He could move it a little bit to the left so that he has a quick glimpse at the edge of the map. But I really love his positioning despite this small misstep. And that he relies on 3 of them. So he just covers all the bases, and he knows already about the move out.
Yeah,
exactly
he sees
for that reason.
And with the Colossus he's already got, he's going to be fine. And really nice timing on his 2-2.
Yeah.
You can see it's 2-2 versus 2-1 being researched right now. And with Chrono Boost, he should way be able to pull ahead.
It's like he has this custom alarm set up on his screen that every single time he finishes his upgrade, there's this red dot in the middle of the map blinking like crazy. Start your next upgrade wave. And here comes the drop, and guess what? The second observer that I just talked about in a perfect position to spot it.
Now he pulls everything into the main. Well, not everything, but enough, so that he doesn't fall prey to any sort of 2-pronged attack.
Thankfully for Gas, he doesn't have Blink. With Blink now, he could just lure them into a trap, pull here an Admiral Akbar here, and just blink beneath them and take them out.
Yeah. So he's setting up a really nice defense right now, but look at the worker count. Again, 73 SCVs to 66 probes. Cass is also up 30 supply in this game in general. He's just got a great amount of production, really powering through, not really missing any depots, and that really puts him ahead.
Very low mini-decks, that's one of the concerns. He only has 2. The army supply that he just pointed out now is significantly in his favor though.
Yeah, and this Colossus is going to be enough to help defend this, but that was a close call for Creator if he had not been in position. And these Archons, will they be enough? Good force fields here. The Vikings, not all too useful. One Archon does fall, but this is a pretty good trade so far for Creator. He trades the army.
That was really good force fields. These were amazing.
That was insane, actually, what we just saw.
Main base
again, yep. He stims and runs away. I think he probably should have just lifted out of there, because now he may face losing all of his Marines.
That was pretty awesome for Creator, no doubt about it. That was really, really well done. And as I said, without those medivacs that he kind of needs, his army is now in pretty bad shape. And he's also already down 1 upgrade. And there comes +3/+3 Creator. He just doesn't miss them.
No, yeah, not at all. And he may hit with that 3-3 timing. He's got Storm coming out as well.
You know, Cass is trying to throw Creator off guard. Just try to do something to mess up his timings. But Creator is playing such a solid game that even with his defense, everything else is still completely on track. He has his upgrades up, he's going into Storm, and you can really see on the tab already that the timings are going to work out quite well. It's not perfect, but that's going to be so good for him. Double Chrono once more to the top left on those forges. And Cas with a double expansion. I think as soon as Creator is nearly completed with +3/+3, he's going to move out again, and Cas will have to stop this somehow.
Somehow, but how is he going to stop it? I think it's going to be all about the EMPs. If you EMP something, that ignores upgrades, the same way that Storm ignores upgrades as well. So if he gets all some good EMPs, he can neutralize the Storms. Could also just eliminate all the hit points of the Zealots, or not the hit points, the shields rather. So they're a little bit tougher to use.
A 4th base now for Creator, and halfway done with +3/+3. He will be, if he hits those upgrades, be on, oh wow, he will actually, if he's lucky, he will be on 3/3 when his opponent is on 2/1.
Yeah, and that would actually be disastrous, especially with the Storms ready as well.
Yeah, that would be horrible for him. And here comes Creator. He's moving out. Just look at the production tab, guys. Look at that production tab and look at that timing for him.
So many Zealots in this composition.
He's waiting. He's waiting for the upgrades. He's trying to get the Zalnaga watchtower. He sees what's happening. There's the Observer. Not scanned, not killed.
Yeah.
He still has 3.
Good snipes here for Cas, and it looks like we're going to have that engagement. And does Creator have enough?
Creator doesn't have the +3/+3 just yet, but that will happen very soon. He might not even need those, though.
The Storm was good.
On the same supply, and the upgrades are going to kick in any second. Oh, man, these Storms. And here they are, +3/+3 Zealots charging in, forcing Cas back. Still a bit in the supply lead, Cas that is, but Creator has a bank and he will use it with the next weapon.
Yeah, he immediately starts +1 shields. He does not miss a beat with upgrades.
Even when he's fighting.
Yeah, 10 Zealots warping in here, and 1 Colossus. Planetary is in rough shape right now. He's actually going to target it down, and there's no way to defend. He cancels the gas. Planetary goes down. All these SCVs are going to go down as well, and Creator, for the first time in a while, takes a pretty big supply lead in this game.
And with the added lead in upgrades, he's in an awesome shape. He goes into the Colossus production again, goes back into them. And you can see him now with the extended thermal lance too.
Yep. More High Templar coming out here to add those Storms in, since he lost most of his Templar in that last engagement. 2 Archons.
Army supply at this point is 94 for Creator and 87 for Cas, who still tries to find something that he can hit to take down his opponent.
Yeah, he's mining fine. His economy is not hurt, but his army is just always a little bit behind. He needs to get that final upgrade out for his Bioforces. Colossus is the tech switch coming through here, but you know, with 4 Vikings at a time being made, he should have enough, but he's just got to make sure he keeps that proper ratio. There's only 2 medevacs on the map, and if a few Storms hit, that's going to be devastating.
That's the big problem that we've pointed out earlier. He just doesn't have the production that he needs to produce both. And he was always low on medevacs in this game, and this could be his downfall. If he hits those stims and then eats a Storm, he will just fall down in hit points so fast, and he won't be able to make up for that.
Yeah. Scanning goes down.
Creator's still trying to find an opening here. Oh, nearly losing an Observer, but no, in this game it's apparently not going to happen. Here we go, he moves in, this is Creator, darts in, the Storm is good on the Ghost, and of course the Colossus doing a lot of damage, finally being taken out by those Vikings, but the rest of the army is chasing Cas back, and the bank is good for Cas, but he just doesn't have the production.
Yeah, the Zealot's doing a lot of damage. The Immortals, interestingly enough, doing a lot as well. Creator adding a lot of Immortals in today.
Army supply is ahead for Cas though, 78 against 64.
Yeah.
A close encounter here between the two of them, but now we have Stalkers at the 4th base of Cas, behind the mineral line, taking down Harvester after Harvester, trying to get a little bit ahead. So many Vikings.
Yeah, Creator needs to actually just hold on, I feel, a little bit longer. And then once he gets that maxed out army, he can go for another attack. Just continue to do the little things like this, like pick off SCVs. He's killing so many right now. He takes a worker lead 74 to 70. That's so many Vikings. He's got to make sure to keep his Colossus safe. That one is so dead.
Yeah, the Colossus is dead, but here comes the rest of the ground army. And once again, we have Creator in the supply lead. After all this warp-ins, he has the better army. And he moves in, and look at Cas. Suddenly he's suffering. He used so many stims in this game already. And all these area effect damage spells really really reduce the hit points on his army, and he does not have the medivacs once again.
Yeah, he doesn't. And the base of the right,
The left, right.
The base to the left is still being attacked by the Stalkers. The base to the right It has been remade, but it's not a planetary yet, and so it's not a defensive position. It doesn't even have any mining over there.
A 50 supply lead now for Creator. He wants to go for the death blow.
He wants to do it, and he's already got +1 shields. He's got +2 coming out. So many Archons here. These ghosts are critical. Will they get the proper EMPs? One is good. He's got so many ghosts, but no real combat units here.
Oh my god, this is the last stand of Kars. He's trying to make this happen, but Creator is positioned on the ramp, attacking everything. The ghosts are already dead, the rest of the army evaporates. This is GG.
Well played, says Cast, and it is our predicted players, Creator and Life, that advance out of Group B for Iron Squid.